Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm Brendan Lee. In this video, I want to rag on Eckhart Tolle. All right, so cool. So here's what happened. I was walking around on Facebook, looking around, and somebody posted a picture in a group, just looking into contributing to this group a little bit. And the picture, it's kind of a cool picture. And it says, rather than being your thoughts and emotions, be the awareness behind them. Now, cool. To be clear, no problem with Eckhart Tolle, the person. No problem. No problem with the teaching. No problem. No problem with even Eckhart Tolle saying that. Rather than being your thoughts and emotions, be the awareness behind them. I got no problem with that either. Actually, a whole bunch of it I really don't have a problem with. But what I do have a problem with is if people are mistaking that for then making some statement about what they are or what's really true and believing in it, this is where I have a problem. Now, or taking that at face value and then saying, all right, this is the way it really is, I'm going to do this, and then they get trapped in this cycle of working off of that to try to then be the awareness behind their thoughts. And like a couple people commented in there, they're like, I'm having a challenge with this. This is hard to do. So then they're stuck with something somebody said. They believe about that. They believe that's what they should do. And then they have a challenge doing that when it does seem possible that they could actually become conscious of who and what they are, and they would realize that they already aren't their thoughts and their emotions and their feelings, and they could handle it, and they wouldn't have to believe it, and they wouldn't need the fucking picture. They could just go, oh, I'm not any of that. Got it. Rather than like spending an endless amount of time struggling to realize something that somebody said based on a belief. That's where I have a problem. But then again, as I look closer at the community or at what people are saying, again, we run into the problem of belief, the belief conundrum, where somebody with a reputation, Eckhart Tolle's got a reputation. You see, apparently he had some shit happen. He had something go on. It's abnormal, right? And wrote a book about it, got on Oprah, and got very popular. And then people believe it. And I think they could experience more power in their life actually grasping who and what they are, ultimately. And then it would be clear that not only are they not their thoughts and emotions, they aren't even the awareness behind their emotions. That awareness doesn't even touch them. Now imagine that kind of freedom. Oh, I can see this video not being popular and really breaking down already. So, all right, what's the value? What is my value here in this video? One, I want to point out that in terms of, so again, putting the lens on or coming from the perspective of helping you discover what's true, okay? This kind of shit is not going to help you discover what's true, okay? It's going to tell you something to believe in. Don't be your thoughts and emotions. Be the awareness behind them. Good. You can try to do that, and you can try to alter your experience, and it looks to me like most people in this area, they are not trying to get what's true. They are trying to feel good, and they're probably in pain, some kind of emotional pain, like Eckhart Tolle was before he popped off, and whatever he got, I have no idea. He was in a fuck ton of emotional pain, and then all of a sudden it went away. Wouldn't that be fucking great? Of course it would. Good, listen to him. But that's getting rid of your pain. That is not discovering what's true. That's my beef. I guess that's my primary beef, is the confusion, the confusing that with getting conscious of what is. In order, okay, that's my beef. That's my beef. Now, if you want the beliefs, good, go for it. If you want to feel good and heal yourself, good, go for that. Has nothing to do with what's true. Because what's true doesn't give a fuck if you're healthy or not, if you feel good or not, if you have meaning in your life or not, if you're alive or not. The truth doesn't give a shit about that. The truth doesn't care about whether you exist or not. It's just what's true. And getting conscious of what's true is, again, like riffing off of my previous video about beliefs. A belief ain't it. So if somebody, like Eckhart Tolle in this case, is saying some shit, which may be good stuff. Again, as we do, it's like I rag on things, but then you'll lump what I say in with what he said and try to take away some of the value of what he says. Well, it's not anything to do with the truth, then fuck it, it doesn't have any value. No, that's not what I said. That may have a lot of value to a lot of people who are suffering and who are emotionally hurt. They can shift their attention onto being aware that they are not the emotions. Good, and then they have some space from it, a little freedom, maybe a little capacity. They're not as emotionally fucked. This is good. This is a good thing, okay? But it's not true. See, and then automatically, don't you say, like, because he said it's not true, that's not a good thing? No, I just said it was a good thing. It may be healthy. It may be empowering. This is positive. It's just not fucking true. Be the awareness behind your emotions. Now, if we need to discover what's true, you're going to have to ask, what the fuck is he talking about? What does he mean when he says awareness? And what does he mean when he says be the awareness behind? What is that? Like, what is his experience? What is he really talking about? And then we'll start working on what's true. What is awareness? And what are you for that matter? And who are you for that matter? See, there's a lot of unanswered questions there. So if you want to get what's true, you see the work and the rigor you have to put yourself through. You don't just buy some shit just because of a pretty picture. It's a pretty picture. I don't know. It's kind of a cool picture. I'll post a picture at some point. You see? So then my gripe, again, is not with the communication. It's with the confusion. Confusing that for some ultimate truth. It's not, no. You have to discover what's true, and then it might be aligned with that. You don't know until you discover it. Otherwise, all you've got, again, is a belief. And it might feel good, and it might be healthy, but it's still a belief. It's not true. You see how, so then my gripe, again, because I know what okay, I believe and assume, based on my experience of working with many, many people, what people's minds do when confronted with this kind of stuff. You'll make up some shit about what I said that maybe lowers Eckhart Tolle down. No. Looks like he's doing good for people. Good. Do good for people. But don't confuse doing good for people and believing shit with what's true. They're different matters. Don't confuse, okay? All right. So you have my gripe. Now, I don't know what Eckhart Tolle is doing. I mean, I have not really met him. I read The Power of Now. Seems like there's some valuable stuff in there. Good for being able to control your mind so you don't suffer as much. Hey, there's a fucking thought. Don't suffer as much. Yeah? And I guess I don't want people to be confusing that for what's true. Ultimately, what's true. I don't want people to be led down a road of belief and confusing the belief for what is, because it will stifle their ability to discover what is. All right? And so that's where I'm coming from in this video. Otherwise, use it. Feel good. Just don't get confused if you're wanting to go for what's true. Otherwise, if you don't care about what's true, again, I don't know why you're watching this video, because you should just send me some whiskey and we'll be done with it. Okay. I keep saying that as an experiment just to see if somebody will actually send me some whiskey. Not that I'm currently drinking lots of whiskey or anything like that. I just, making a statement for fun. Okay? All right, so Oh, yeah, I've got more bullshit about that. I've got more gripes. Then when I look at that, okay, and then I see what people are doing, there's like fucking 13,000 likes and hearts, whatever, 156 comments, and 4.3 thousand shares. This is what they call popular. What I do right now, not popular. Why? You can see why. Because we don't give a shit about like feel good, don't feel good. We don't give a shit about healthy, not healthy. We give a shit about discover what's true. Now it just so happens, as far as I can tell, people seeing that will likely spend years of their lives, if not, could easily spend their entire fucking life believing that, being confused, trying to be something they're not, trying to be an awareness behind their thinking. I've seen people do this in here that it's like, I am the awareness, I am the blah, I am the unseen behind the thing, I am a spiritual entity. I guarantee you if you were to come here, do a contemplation intensive, you would get fucking sick and tired of that after really claiming that's you. I don't know, give me 4 days. You would get off that. You would go, fuck, I don't know who I am. Why? Because I've seen people do that multiple times. They claim that they know who they are. I am this. I am that. I am an awareness. I am a this. I am an this. I am an unseen force. I am a spiritual entity. I am a higher self. I am a this. And eventually they fucking get real and they go, that's just some shit I heard. I don't know. And they get honest and they go, you know what? I actually don't know who I am, really. And like, again, my pain about this is the waste of time. If somebody is claiming that they want to get what's true and they're spending their time believing and they're trapped in a belief because somebody else said that and then lets the beliefs run rampant, now that is making a huge assumption on my part that Eckhart Tolle is actually wanting people to grasp something true. But it seems like he's really just trying to get people feeling good or get people healthy. Again, no problem with that. That's the popular thing. They won't get conscious of what's true. They'll be stuck trying to be an awareness. And that's my problem. And they won't fucking know. See, I had somebody come in to workshops just now. They're talking. They're like, I've been meditating for 30 years and not once ever would I have even thought to go down the roads you guys went down. 30 fucking years. That's a long time. I respected that statement. I'm like, okay, maybe we're onto something. See, it's like not easily recognizable. So I want to acknowledge that fact. And I'm like, my passion, my frustration seems to come from a place of like, I genuinely care. If people want to know what's true, I genuinely care when they're not. They're believing. They're just like on a fucking road. You see, and stuff like this lends itself to that because it's so fucking good. And people want to be free of their pain, and I get it. And then my last part here, I hope it's my last part, we're about to find out, is it seems to me that when I discover what's really true for myself, it actually empowers me to be more healthy, more loving, more free, have greater vitality, make decisions, control my mind in ways that other people can't, do shit that other people can't. Why? Because I'm aware and conscious of what the fuck's going on. And that makes a difference. See, but that's the byproduct. That's like, the like all the really good shit that all the really good belief systems have comes from getting conscious, like as a byproduct. Like I get really conscious of what's true and it just shits out like all the good shit. Whereas everybody else just is endlessly struggling to try to get good shit and like putting it on like an act where they could have the reality of it. Okay, see, so now I'm like kind of selling the good shit here. And this is not the point of the video. My point is, it does seem to me, now you need to fucking verify this for yourself, you assholes, all right? Don't just believe me. Get conscious of some shit for real, and you tell me if I'm full of shit or not. Then you'll know. And then it's like, oh, holy shit, like get what's really true about your emotional pain. Like really, 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 really true, because at the bottom of that, you're fucking doing it. Now imagine if you could actually get that and you'd fucking stop. You just go, oh my God, I see how that's created. And then you stop creating it, period. Bye. Your emotional suffering, gone. How? You get it at its source, and the source is not external to you. See? Now, you believe me? Does that sound good? Fuck you. No. See, now right away, sounds good. I like that, don't you, right? No. If you want what's true, fuck you. No. Discover what's true and you tell me if what I said is bullshit or not. Do that. If you want to know what's true. Do you see how tricky that is? Okay? So it's like, that's my gripe. Purpose of my video here is to inform you of a possibility. Now, about that, again, do you believe me? Fuck you. Go figure out for yourself if what I said is bullshit or not. Because, hey, you don't know. Maybe I'm, I do martial arts. Maybe I'm ninja enough. I do not do ninjutsu, by the way. Doesn't matter. Maybe I did some ninja shit. Maybe I made up a bunch of shit. Maybe I made up a bunch of stuff in this video just to fuck with you, just to test you. You don't know. See? I made a claim. Now you verify or don't. But do not confuse, do not believe the crap. This is just my mouth moving. Fuck it. Because it's your experience that we're dealing with here. Not in the case of you, it's your experience. It's not mine, and it's not my problem. It's not my place. This kind of thing. I'm just here to support you discovering stuff for real. Not a belief, not a thought. And it's like my pissed off gripe here is, this kind of shit lends itself to belief. And people do not know the difference, okay? And I am trying to help people know that difference so that they can be empowered. They can either believe stuff and feel good, or they can go for what's true. And you'll feel good, bad, weird, sideways. Doesn't matter how you feel. It just matters that you become conscious of what's true. All right? Yeah. So don't fuck with me. All right. Apparently I'm feeling randy today. Okay? So thanks for listening to this video. Much love. Eckhart Tolle, if you're out there and you want to tell me something, please. I want to know a little more what you're up to. It seems I've got my ideas, but who knows? I could be fucking wrong about that stuff. So I want to acknowledge that fact. And I also want to acknowledge the fact that in terms of helping people be healthier in their own minds and giving them a sense of perhaps purpose and hope and a little bit of power, good. I applaud that, and thank you for doing that work, and thank you for writing your book. All right, it's just my beef is not with you personally. It's with the proclivities of people to believe shit and confuse their beliefs for what's true, and to try to peel that apart so that people can get more what's true, less what they believe, if that's what they want. All right. So much love. Thank you. Take care. I'm Brendan Lee. Bye.